It's the creamiest, the dreamiest Velveeta shells and cheese.
The creamiest, the dreamiest. Forget the powder, please.
Velveeta shells and cheese.
Woo!
And we're back, you guys. Welcome back to the Shells and Cheese live show podcast. And we are your hostess with the mostest. I'm Kay Renee. And that's Amanda A, which is AKA the cupcake, but not on the shelf. She's out the box and she's out the wrapper. So, you guys, we're here. Welcome back to a new episode. We are with you guys. We didn't forget about you. Hopefully you didn't forget about us. It's been crazy. Everything that's been going on in the world, it's crazy, but we are your favorite girls that bring you back down memory lane. So if you haven't already done so, and you know I'm going to already tell you, I need you to go down to the bottom. I need you to hit the bell, and I need you to make sure that you're subscribing to the channel, because it's important for us and we want you to, because we like when you do that. And then we want you to also leave us some comments as well. Like the content, leave a comment. Don't be scared. You know, we're the only ones that's going to pretty much read it, but we would love to hear from you. So make sure that you guys are out there and you're doing what you need to do for us. So we wanted to pretty much get into a little bit more on a personal level with us today, and to give you, just some insight about us, pretty much. We take you down the lane and the road of movies and games and just good old memories of our childhood and friendships. And we like to share the same common interests, and we think you all do as well. We think you guys are feeling this show. We saw our views are going up, and we love it, and we love you guys for it. So we definitely decided, let's do something to kind of give them some insight about us, just a little bit more. Well, we did a show where we did our personal questions and we asked things to each other. And we kind of wanted you guys to kind of give, a little bit more insight of who we are, our personalities, and, just basically how we think, things that we wanted to bring back and things that we miss. So we're kind of going to go down that road today, but it's more so like of things that we're doing today, in the present, in the not the future, because we don't know what the future is going to be yet. But we're moving there. We're getting there. We're baking and we're shaking, roll the dice, shake the rice, or it's the other way around or something like that. I remember RuPaul said it. But anyway, we're here. So hopefully you guys tune in, comment. Maybe you can involve yourself with some of the questions that we have. Maybe if you are even sharing some of the same interests that we have, we would love to hear it from you. Don't be shy. Just leave a little comment at the bottom. Follow us, subscribe. We'd appreciate it. So we're going to jump all the way into it, like one of those ball pits from Chuck E. Cheez that they don't have the balls in anymore because they were like, I think it's not safe for the kids. So they took them out. So
It's dirty.
It's all dirty, man. I mean, I'm glad my kid is old enough to where we don't gotta even be there technically anymore. Like, he doesn't even ask for Chuck E. Cheese. It's not important. He's getting older, so it's like it's going down a whole different road, for us. So before we really get started, I really, really, really want to kind of, show my girls some love. And I love Alice. And Alice sets the tone for us today.
You want to tell me who you are first?
Why?
Why? Because it's important. And we want you all to know who the heck are you watching on this channel. Okay? So I'm going to drive the car. And if you notice, we started the show out with one of our favorite jingles of a commercial of the title of the show, Velveeta, Shelz, and Cheez. You know, that's our thing. That's where we bonded. We watched movies. We had to have a box of Velveeta, Shelz, and Cheez. Okay, if the Shelz and Cheez wasn't in the place to be, we wasn't gonna have a good time with this movie, and I can attest to that.
Neither one of us would be caught dead eating that anymore. We both eat a lot healthier than that. But back in the day, that was it. That was it. You had to have the liquid sauce. Forget the powder.
Yeah, exactly. And Amanda, if again, I know I'm not mistaken because you were the one that made it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I never made it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even something my mom ever bought or that I bought for myself, really. It was something we would buy together at Fred Meyer when we were buying our snacks. It was like the savory, it's like the base before you eat all the sugar. You have to have a little. So it was like the base layer.
Yeah, it was freaking dope. So and it made watching the movie even more magical and special because you had the best snack. And it was like the base of like, this is lunch. We split it up in 2 bowls. Like we were good. We were good to go. We had our drinks. We had whatever candy or if we wanted like any other snacks. But that was the main course, man. That was the meal.
Yeah, no, we didn't even doctor it up. It was always plain.
Man.
I think just like a glass of soda. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even need to doctor it up. We didn't do nothing. We just wanted the noodles and the cheese, man. Just make it easy and simple and plain Jane, and we were there. So it's easy.
You don't got to look at it. You can just watch a movie and shovel it in your mouth.
Yeah, man. It was soft. So even if you had dental work going on, it was still you still could mush it around and get it down. You know what I mean? Like a baby. Yeah.
But the commercial's very nostalgic. It gives me good vibes of being like 12 years old.
Yes. Now, even though we had just, did that little ditty for you guys, it still didn't make me want to run upstairs and be like, you know what? That's what I'm going to eat for dinner. Because I'm not. I got some mixed veggies and that's dinner. Because I don't have space for anything else. But yeah, that's where we are. And we also are going to be, opening up that box of jingles and old school commercials that you probably remember from back in the day, because that was our thing. We used to sing jingles. We used to make our own commercials. And so you're going to hear more of us singing and doing little ditties, so definitely make sure you stay tuned. That's why you got to subscribe to the channel and, like the show and all of that. And we know you're out there doing your big one because you're watching us, and we do love that. And we want to give you, basically, we want to give you the claps. And those are the ones you don't have to be treated for. They're just really good claps for you. So other than that, let's get into it. Yeah. So I'm going to take us through. I'm going to drive the car because, for the most part, that's what I do here anyway with people in my life. They don't have no car. So I'm always driving, So I'm going to go ahead and drive because, I'm the youngest one. So I should drive. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to do a few little different things in the segment here today, just to give you a little bit of, like I said, insight of what we're doing. So the first thing I'm going to throw out of the little, we call this a what you doing, what you watching, what you eating, what do you call it? So Amanda, I'm going to start with you because there's nobody else.
Oh,
what you been watching lately? What's on your watch list? What you watching?
I watch a lot of things. So it's just a matter of what shall I speak of today? Today I shall speak of, I watched a Led Zeppelin special on Netflix.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. I don't need to talk about it for a long time or anything, but it was cool. Unless, I have always loved Led Zeppelin. It's my number one thing. But I'm not one of those people that likes to learn all about the band and be like a, like a nerd about all the information. So it was
Okay.
informative to me. Like a lot of people who are fans maybe they wouldn't learn anything new, is what I feel. But
Oh,
for
okay.
me, I did because like I said, I just love the music and I never really knew a whole lot about how the band started and stuff. So it was really interesting. And so if you like Led Zeppelin, I am recommending it. And it's got good music throughout. It's not just like documentary. It's got a lot of music.
What is it called?
I forget.
Okay.
But it just they're advertising it. Like that's how I saw it. It's on their like watch now lists and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry for the title. But if you looked up Led Zeppelin on their search engine, it would come up,
Gotcha.
you know.
See, this is that crazy shit I'm talking about, man. I didn't even know you liked Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, you do. You probably forgot. But
Yeah,
that
I
was
did.
that time where we were going to different high schools and it kind of separated a little bit in certain ways. Because we each had
Okay.
our own separate crowds and then we would come together on weekends.
Yes. That's a Beatles song, isn't it? Come together right
Yeah.
now. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Over me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over me. I
Hurt
like
my
the Beatles,
finger.
but the Beatles are a little bit too like bubblegummy catchy for me. Like I like
Okay.
Led Zeppelin, like gritty and like rock and roll and like I just have this
Wow.
connection with Led Zeppelin that's very
Okay.
primal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, when it comes on the radio, it brings me such utter joy.
Ah, love that. I love that for you. Okay. I'm just like, where did I lose that part? I didn't know. Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
for me,
Yeah.
I'm watching what I'm watching. I've gotten into this crazy show that my niece turned me on to, and it's called The Fall of the House of Usher. And that's also on Netflix. And I'm kind of glad I watched the first episode when it was broad daylight outside because it's weird. And I like some of the actors that are in it. And Mark Hamill is in it, and that's my guy. That's Luke Skywalker. But he's like the hitman in this show.
Right?
Yeah, and I'm just like, what's happening right here? And it's weird. It started off weird. It's all the way weird, and I'm here for it. I'm like, okay, episode 3, here we come. So that's what's been on my watch list. I'm still watching my other regular schmegular shows, but that's the newbie that I added in. But I'm
You
gonna
gotta
add.
add stuff sometimes, right?
You said what?
You gotta add new stuff sometimes.
I do. I do. And it's cool because in the midst of when my regulars are not on or they're doing a repeat, it's always a good time to kind of get into something that is like, okay, well, I'll fill the void here and I'll watch that. And I'm gonna throw in another one because I won't be here Sunday. We won't, but Euphoria comes back on Sunday. And we've been waiting, I feel like 10 freaking years for the next episode, the next season. It took that daggone long. And it's bad because they have to time jump them 5 years later, the characters. And I'm like, I
Right.
bet you do. They're older, Zendaya and cut her damn hair. I'm like, really? Like, what are we? But they're coming back. So, yay, Sunday. I can't wait. So yeah, that's what's happening. So that's what I'm watching.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to check out that first one. Well, I know the second one I'll have access, but the first one I'll have to check that out. I know I saw Mark Hamill on the I think he was on The View talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't Haven't watched the show. Is it a show that's going to have repeat seasons, or is it like an anthology where it's just one season,
See,
like
it's a
a
mini series, and I don't think
mini
it's.
series?
I
Yeah,
don't.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go probably any further.
like a
That's
Ryan
my.
Murphy, like one season, and then the next will be something else.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. So I
I
don't
you
think
know what?
it's
I prefer that. I think that generally makes for better programming because I like that I like that they have a beginning and an end.
Mhm.
I really appreciate that in a story because a lot of times when you have a show, they want to keep it going so they can all get paid.
Mhm.
And sometimes there's no more story left and everybody's suffering, mostly the
Right.
viewer.
Right. You're like, where do we go now? And you're like, I don't know. Let's like make a candy store somewhere in this. And we're like, that has nothing to do with anything. I'll be like, yeah, I know, but we should just throw it
Yeah.
in. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Anywho, I didn't ask you earlier, but how you doing?
Oh, wow, right? Every day the world is crazier. And the thing is, like, I just feel a generalized anxiety. And it's just
Mhm.
like, so it's just a lot of like, hold on, wait a minute, breathe, and just like letting it all trickle down into the earth. Like, I have to check in with myself a few times an hour
Mm.
and just like get grounded, filter the negative down. Not even in
Right.
a not even in like a cheesy way, just for real. For real. The head is heavy. You got to lighten it. So, yeah, I'm just trying to keep tabs on myself. Like I'm like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm
Annie.
okay."
Yeah. Annie, are you okay? Are you
Yeah.
okay, Annie? Yeah. And you got to pinch yourself like, nope, I'm still here. Like, yes, you are. Because you felt that. Like, yes, I did. I feel
Yeah.
like Prince. How could you just leave me standing
So,
alone in
like,
a world
on
so cold?
Easter, we totally had plans to garden all day on Easter. I was gonna get like all this like stress out and just lovely gardening all day. And right away, we found a baby squirrel. So I'm not even gonna tell the story because I'm so tired. I'm like, can't go into that story. But that took up the entire day and the next day, like trying to get this baby squirrel to the rescue center and stuff and like
Mhm.
take care of it. So animals are near and dear to my heart, but it canceled all my stress relief for the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
today
to
I
put a
spent the
pin.
beginning of the day gardening, and that helped. Like right before the show, did a little gardening,
Mhm.
just trying to keep grounded. So
That
yeah,
makes
how are you staying sane right now? What are you doing?
I'm just really still doing the regular, when people come on my TV that I don't like, I yell like they can hear me. I'm like, you're dumb. Quit yelling. Like, what are you guys doing? Like that.
Yeah,
And that's what I do at work too, with the amount of emails that I get, and it's a stress relief because I get to verbally get it out because nobody can hear me. And I'd be fired if they could, so I'm good at yelling at screens. That keeps my stress level down. The vigorous working out, and just knowing in my own way, like I can't take but so much of it, so I don't watch a lot. I just check in and make sure like half of my street didn't blow up. When I wake up in the morning, like, nope, we still got the whole street. We're still here. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's nothing more I really kind of can do, but just kind of stay vigilant and not too visual, and the fact of listening so much. That's basically what's helping me. I've been actually finding myself listening to more meditation music in the background, as opposed to just regular music and that I normally listen to, because it keeps me on an even keel to do my work and to also to just try to stay level and grounded here. I'm working more with my crystals though. I've gotten into more of that, which I've come to find that I think I'm onto something here with who I am when it comes to these crystals. And I got a new tarot deck that was gifted to me, so I've been reading into the tarot stuff.
Yeah, we should look at that. We should definitely look at that at some point. Like look at some of the cards. It'd be fun. Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? Well, I looked up here on YouTube. There's dozens and dozens of unboxings on that deck. I was like, okay. Apparently, it came out 4 years ago. That's when they were on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I am. That's how I'm doing, and taking care of making sure the hamster is content here in our home. So I got him a new cage, and yeah, he seems to be very, very happy. Yeah, so yeah, that's how I'm doing, taking care of myself mentally and physically, just staying on the routine here. Nothing more. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
where
how
I
you
am.
stay afloat.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So
Hey, what else we got? What we got?
yeah, because I was gonna say, you said you did some planning and things in that nature. I wanted to know, honestly, if you've come across, I know, you said you watched the Led Zeppelin documentary and everything in that nature. But do you tend to listen to music in the home or at home, like when you
Not
just
not enough.
mm-hmm.
There's like dumb practical reasons for it.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. It's like I used to, and we moved so much that like just got out of the habit because shit was packed. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's like the player I have, it's very sensitive to scratches, and all my
Mm-hmm.
DVDs are old. You know what I mean? So they all
Okay.
skip. When I put them
Okay.
in there, they'll skip, and I'm like, damn it. So I can play my tapes in it. Sometimes I'll play cassette tapes in it.
Okay.
Um, and I'm not like I don't have an iPhone. I don't do like iTunes or anything like that. I used to do
Mm-hmm.
Pandora back in the day, and I was just thinking this morning that I need to start just playing Spotify on my phone because I don't
Yeah.
have like a computer in the living room. Like my
Mm-hmm.
computer is so fucking old. It takes forever to boot up. So like I have all these dumb reasons that I don't.
Okay.
But when I'm
Mm-hmm.
really craving music and I want it right away, I will actually look up something. This is how I'll end my story. I will look up something on YouTube. I'll usually look up a live concert of like one of my favorite bands, and it really
Okay.
will do for me sometimes. It's really cool. Sometimes it just everything. Of course, I don't have ad free, so sometimes they have commercials, which is annoying. But I'll look
Right.
up like Led Zeppelin concerts or like even like anybody live is on there.
Mm-hmm.
You can get like like a Eurythmics concert or like I don't know, anything even from when we were in high school. It's just fun. Like one time I looked up Lollapalooza
Okay.
and I saw footage of the Lollapalooza that I was at in high school. The
Okay.
exact one because and it was in Seattle and it well not in Seattle but in Washington and I recognized the actual outfits that the artists were wearing from the concert.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So I just love looking up concerts on YouTube and sometimes music compilations. Like there'll be
Mm-hmm.
like there's like George Michael concerts and Madonna concerts and Pink or Christina Aguilera, like anybody you want to look up. And then so I have fun with that. But yeah, I think it's really important to listen to music and I want to do more of that and less of television in the background.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I always have something going, and actually my favorite thing is musicals because I like that there's the talking and the singing.
Okay. Okay. I remember you was suggesting to me a while back about putting on concerts on YouTube. And
Yeah.
that's just, something like, especially a concert you wish you probably could have went to and you didn't get a chance to, and you're
Right?
like, I want to see what that's like, because these artists are crazy right now with their ticket prices. And I'm like, do you know we need to pay for places to stay and live and eat?
This is and the
Why?
Utah and concerts from before we were born. Like I was watching Led Zeppelin concerts from 1977 in Seattle, like the year I was
Wow.
born. So
Wow.
it's cool to watch those, and you're like,
Yeah.
God, I was just barely born.
You said
Um,
that's just here, barely.
yeah, you would love
Barely.
that. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into looking up some. It does sound fun. I I still listen to um well, I have a Alexa in my room.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just think she's like not feeling well, but she gets it together. I'm like, you're a fucking robot. Like, come on. But yeah, like she'll play whatever, and that's because I pay like $3 and some whatever for Amazon Music,
Yeah.
so she'll play whatever. But what I put my own playlist together of artists, but I also still listen to 107.7 The End on my Alexa, so it keeps me in connection to the alternative radio that I'm used to. And I tend to get more newer music on 107.7 as opposed to me listening to our alternative station, which is DC 101. And it's funny because I was listening to 107.7 and they were playing Young Bloods, which it's a song that's out, which is called Zombie. And I like Young Bloods. And they also they did the song just within their band, but they also now have the song where they are featuring Smashing Pumpkins on it. And I don't know if you have heard the Smashing Pumpkins. What's his name? Billy Corgan,
Mhm.
the lead singer. I'm not
What?
happy with that remix. I'm not happy. I feel like that's not my Smashing Pumpkins guy. He sounds older, but it's also like, he has that distinctive voice. You know how his voice sounds. And
Yeah.
I was just like, you guys could have did without, and it's just not the same Smashing Pumpkins I know. And it was very draggy. And I was like, ooh, I'm glad my DC 101, I'm glad they don't play that version. And lo and freaking behold, today, they were like, yeah, new music with Youngblood featuring Smashing Pumpkins. I was like, this isn't new. This isn't, no, don't play that one. Don't play it with them. Just play the regular version. But I do like the song, but it's just, I can still hear him singing, "There's a spaceship to the moon." And I'm just like, no.
That makes me want to inject a please stop. Just in general, please stop with the remakes, please, everybody. Just everybody, all of them. Can we stop?
Remakes on
Can we?
songs, movies.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jim. Cheesy peas. But yes, so that's what I'm listening to. Are you reading anything? Any books? Anything on the book list?
Look, girl, I'm not a
No?
big anymore. And I say that, I say I'm not, but technically I'm reading all the time, and it's usually nonfiction, and
Okay.
it kind of does pollute the mind. Um, I have Tolkien's Silmarillion next to the bed,
Okay.
but I don't read very much of it, and I don't have trouble falling asleep at all. I have trouble
Oh,
staying asleep sometimes, but I don't reach for a book. So yeah,
okay.
I don't honestly. It's really not like, it's not really like a thing of mine currently. You
Okay.
know what I am doing in my perimenopause old age though, is I'm doing that thing where I always put the subtitles on when I'm watching programming
Oh
now.
my gosh. So this is the thing. This is a thing. Like
But
all of
but complex though, because it enriches my experience. This is why I do it, because I'm finding I learn more about the programming when I can see the spellings of things.
okay.
It's like a different layer. Like I'll go, wait, that's what they were saying, or that's how that's spelled. And like it can be very eye opening. So what I'm getting at is I read a lot of subtitles. So technically, I'm reading scripts all day long, right?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, we're gonna green light that. Yeah, that's a go. You know, that's it. I feel like I'm not in the club because everyone that I've talked to, they said it. They were like, "Yo, I need them subtitles," and I was like, "You use the subtitles?" They're like, "You're not." I'm like, no, I
Yeah.
guess not. Like, I mean, should I? Am I? I'm not cool. And you're like the fifth person is like, "Yeah, them subtitles, man." I'm like, really? Is that's where we are? That's where we are.
Really
I'm gonna
helpful, especially if people have like a thick accent. It can be helpful.
I guess I need to start booting up the subtitles. I guess maybe I'm playing with myself to the point it's like, no, I can still hear. I can hear good. And it's like, why you rewind it? Why did you rewind it though? Why'd you go back? Because you didn't hear what
Yeah.
the hell they said. And just own up to it, Kel. Just own it.
Yeah.
You need the subtitles. So I'm going to join the club. I want a member's jacket. I want a member's jacket to say I now do the subtitles.
Before that, I was constantly rewinding it to hear what I was like. What did they say? So yeah, but the subtitles prevent me from being annoying and annoying Ryan next to me, just constantly rewinding it.
Okay.
So.
Because he's like me, because he'll go out too sometimes, you know, just go to sleep.
He's worse. Yeah. It's gotten real bad. It's terrible.
It's bad, man. It's bad when you get caught because you don't want to own up to it because you're embarrassed and then you just lie like I wasn't asleep. It's like you was snoring. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if I had a camera, I would have recorded you. Yeah, it's I make it my business now, but I feel like I'm getting to that age now. I just cut the TV off. But I am reading a book called I, Medusa. It's a novel and it's very good. I have to set these timers now so I can take time to do certain things for my mental. And so I read at least 15 minutes, but I can't read at night because I don't have the setup with the light by my bed. And I got my rock, my salt lamp, but that's not going to help me read. So, you know, I just feel like I read during the day. I take time and for my book and I read and I really, you know, am into it. So I'm doing that. That's what I'm reading. And I'm reading more as far as the knowledge of understanding my crystals and doing some work over here with that. So that's where I am.
I'm constantly doing nonfiction. Like I'll pull out a book for some research, you know, like the thing I read the most is cookbooks. Like I'll be like, you know, looking for this certain recipe. But yeah. So do you like a paper book versus the Nook book thing?
Yeah. I want the book. I want to turn the page and just that's me. That's me. And I decided, you know, to be more of a reader, and that was not really my thing. And I was like, you know, you got your son, you know, reading every day. Why don't you take a page out of his book and read yourself? You know, you can do something else. You know, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. I decided to kind of mature a little bit while I had some downtime. So yeah, I was just waiting on that book. But those are the little things I'm doing and listening to. And so yeah, that's great. I like it. I do want to ask a personal, because we've done those before, but I had a special one that I really wanted to ask you. Um, what television show are you missing from childhood that you wish you could just kind of see, or you just miss it and you wish that it just never ended?
Gosh. Well, I'm like, uh, when I was a kid, there were so many shows that I loved so much that
Mm-hmm.
that I would that I would probably have a hard time watching now. Like your tolerance level was different then. At the time, my favorite show was Who's the Boss.
Okay.
Couldn't get enough of it at the time. Um, but yeah, the one I wish like I could just get more of, I think would be things like really nostalgic stuff like Fraggle Rock maybe, or um gosh. Yeah. Fraggle Rock. I'm just gonna throw that. 'Cause
But yeah.
just like, things that were creative and innocent,
Mm-hmm.
but not boring or lame. Like
Okay.
I just feel like a lot of the stuff out now is just kind of lame.
Hmm.
But maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
No, you're
But
not.
yeah.
You're not wrong. It all kind of pretty much sucks. A lot of it. That's why you got to find some really good type of series to maybe get into. Thank goodness for the staples that I have, on Wednesday nights, because without them, I don't know where I'd be in life. But for me, I miss Small Wonder.
Yeah, see, that's what I meant about shows I loved then that I don't know if I could sit through them now, but I
Mm-hmm.
loved so much then, especially because my mom didn't like that one. So I always had to sneak it when she wasn't around.
Oh, wow. And it debuted on my birthday when it came out. That was the first date that it aired, was on September 7th. And I miss it. It's just kind of like she was Alexa, but she was a smart ass. And I liked that. I loved her sarcasm.
Yeah,
I liked,
loved it.
I
And she was
did.
so dry. Of course, now she was basically an autistic kid, basically, right?
A little bit, maybe.
Like the spectrum.
Yeah,
I
I
can
guess.
I can relate. But yeah, she was very like matter of fact, and she's just like always shading. She's
Yeah,
always shading.
yeah. Yeah, she was a read queen. She really was. She was reading all the
Yeah,
time.
she's all you're stupid.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. If you didn't, you would still be okay and your shoes would still be tied. And then she'd just go away. Like I said what I said, like bye, out of here. I do. I miss that. And you know what else I really wished? Perfect Strangers. That was a show for me. I love Perfect Strangers.
And like,
What
yeah, like that one and like My Two Dads, like that whole era of those like
Blossom. Yeah. Well, I didn't. It took me a minute to understand there were other Lawrence brothers. I was like, yeah, they are.
yeah.
Matt, Joey, and then the other one.
Yeah.
He's the youngest one. But yeah, like they were like hot kids back in the day. Like, they were everywhere. They were all over the place,
The teen
especially
magazines.
teen magazines. Yeah. And what was that? Teen Bop or
Mm-hmm.
something like
There was Bop and Big
yeah,
Bopper.
Bop.
Bop
Yes.
was, and then Big Bopper cost more, and it had full size posters in it.
Yeah. It was like, we know how to get your money. That's how we're gonna do that. Yeah. That was but yeah, that was one of my personals that I had wanted to ask, just kind of going down the lane here on memory lane, and just trying to see in a way of like shaping the personality. I guess, for what I watched, I just kind of knew I was old school and I was smart. I was a smart ass mouth kid. That was it.
Punky Brewster, like back in the early Disney day, the Punky Brewster.
Do you remember the episode when Sherry was in the refrigerator?
Oh God, I don't remember specifics.
Oh my God.
No.
They couldn't find her. She got locked up in the refrigerator and they had moved the refrigerator outside. They were looking for her. They finally found her. And I was so jealous of her. Like, I wanted her headbands. I wanted all her headbands. I did. I was mad. My mom would never do my hair like Sherry. And I wanted headbands like that. And I was like, why not? She's so mean. I just want headbands in different colors. That's all I ask.
Fair.
Yeah. Do you have a question for me?
Oh yeah. What, like, shit can be really heavy. So like when you go through your day, what kind of little things, like random, like something really random that might be a little odd, maybe it's not, that just makes you happy out of the blue? Like say you're in like a neutral mood or a bad mood or whatever, and this one thing will happen and it'll just like make you happy. What
This
is
is
it?
gonna sound crazy, man. I'll sit and think about, oh, I can't wait to get off because then I can watch my show. I recorded it and it's waiting for me and I'm gonna eat and this is gonna be a happy time.
Mhm.
This is all I want to do. I just
I
want to
feel
eat
that.
my food and watch a show. My show is, I recorded it and I'm going to watch it and I can't wait to see it. And that's going to be my happy place. And I look forward to that time and it will turn my whole frown upside down and make the world move a lot smoother for me because it's the end game for me for the day. Because I guess because it's just always so busy and hectic. Like you said, it's always stuff going on for me constantly. It's always 2 jobs every day, no matter what, except for usually the weekend, unless I have clients that I have to clean for. But that's it. It's that one moment that I will be like, you know what? 3 more hours. I know you worked 8, but 3 more hours. And then it's your time. It's you.
Hold on to it all day. That
Yes.
ugh.
Yeah. Go check the fridge. Like, you still in here? You waiting on me? Yes, you are. I'm gonna heat you up. I'm gonna heat you up. You know I am. Yes, that's it. That's all it is. Or you know what? If I have like something good going on for the weekend, and it doesn't matter what day it may be, like today, Tuesday, or whatever, I know I can look forward to that plan. And then that will change how I'm feeling. And then I'll be like, you know what? I only got to do this 3 more days. 3 more days, 4 o'clock.
I gotta turn my oven off. Keep talking. I'm gonna turn my oven off. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So that's how I feel. It's always small things that pretty much, keeps me moving and to change my mood. And it's always simple things that I just need something simple that would just change my whole everything. And it's small things. It's always the small things that makes me happy. So I try to make sure I keep enough little small things that don't have to be, but so much that just brings the biggest smile and joy to my life. So that's it. Looking forward to getting in the bed and having a bedgasm because I'm ready to lay down and stretch my
A
legs.
sense of comfort as you just like swaddle yourself.
Yes. All the covers. Hug me. Love on me. That's it. And it's just like, yeah. So sometimes when I get to that point too, and I'll be like, what are you going to watch? My brain is like, nothing. Turn it off. You haven't even scrolled to look for anything to watch. And you're still looking at the home menu from Samsung when you turn your television on, and it's always the animal channel. It's some animal doing something. And I just get wrapped up with them. Like, you know what? I don't even think I want to hear a show. I don't think I want to hear anybody talking. I don't even want to hear the storyline and what's going to happen. I'm done. So yeah, for the most part, sometimes it's just that small thing of knowing I'm going to eat, I'm going to watch my show I recorded, or I'm going to lay down. That's it. I'm very basic, and I think as
That's
I get
very,
older,
very relatable. And it's actually, that's portrayed in a lot of movies even. I feel like, even like in Blade Runner, where like Harrison Ford, after his long day, he's like fucking with the television, eating some food. It's like, it's
yeah,
so universal, whether it's the past or the present or the future and what genre we're in, as everybody wants to just come home from work at their house, have nobody there that annoys them, and just chill.
yeah, yeah. And it's, I was grateful for school to open because spring break has been breaking, and I forgot about spring break and how I have this child here that needs things. And I just, one thing with me is I don't like to be bothered. And I know that sounds really crazy, but hear me out. I think when I'm already in my own flow, in my own world, I'm content there. And then it's just like somebody throws a stick or a rock in the ripple effect of it all. And then I get completely thrown off. Then everything's chaos because you just interrupted the whole flow of what I was doing. And then it takes me sometimes a minute to be like, oh, he doesn't mean anything. He doesn't mean any harm. He needs to eat. You're right. He has to eat. You had him. You're right. He has to eat. So it's like, all right, I'll be there in a minute, and it's just like, oh, when is school open again? Like I need to put you there because you're disrupting my whole flow of work. I just want to work. I want to work. I want to do my exercise at the time. I don't need you coming back like it's lunch. I know what time it is. I know lunch. Sometimes I don't eat lunch at lunch, so it's like, yeah, I'm working on my patient parenting every day because that's, as he gets older, it's just kind of like he becomes more of a nuisance. And I'm like, what do you need now? So that's why I work in the basement. But school opened back up today, and I was happy to drop him off on time. And like, here you go. Here's your friends. They got lunch in there. They got breakfast. They got all them things you like to eat. It's all in there. It's all inside. I'll see you later, But yeah, for the most part, my work is stressful anyway all day. So I'm talking and typing all day. So it's like, yeah, I have to wind myself completely down from my day. And I just need simple things. I don't ask for much. And that keeps me content. So yeah, thoughts of what's happening or what's coming up, it will settle me down, and then I can reroute myself back where I need to be. So that works. It works for me. Yeah.
For me, it's usually something also simple. It's actually usually wildlife that will do it. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
my own cat will bring me utter joy, of course. But when I'm out and about, like especially when I'm driving off of the island, like I get to pass little Camino Island's kind of farmy. So like there's kind of little farmy kind of stuff. And there's certain yards I get to drive by that have animals. So I'm always
Okay.
looking, like I'm always like, are the horses out, or are the sheep out, or the pigs
Mm-hmm.
out? So
Mm-hmm.
when I pass certain yards, like there's this one yard especially where
Mm-hmm.
they have these three animals that are bonded, and it's a treat when they're in the front yard together. They're like almost right up by the road on this
Oh,
barbed wire fence,
okay.
so you can really see them. It's like it's a like a miniature goat and two pygmy cows,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is like a Shetland cow, so it has that really long hair. And
Mm-hmm.
I actually call it Jonathan Van Ness because
Okay.
I've seen it. I fucking kid you not, Kelly. One day I drove by and this Shetland cow was running and its hair was flowing like in the wind behind it. And that's when I named it Jonathan Van Ness.
Okay, you were like, there you go, because that's
Flowing
what he
brown
be giving.
hair.
Yeah, he's always giving hair.
So this trio of animals makes me so happy. When I drive by there, I always slow down. I'm like, I don't care
Mhm.
who's behind. We're slowing down. And I will look over there, and when I see them, I just go, like I turn into like black hole sun. I'm just smiling so big. And they just make me really happy. And they're really smart. Like one day I saw a car in the driveway up to their
Mhm.
house
Mhm.
parked there. And I don't think it was people who live there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was some kind of intruder of some type. Maybe they were delivering a package. I don't know. But all
Okay.
three of the animals were standing in one place and they were staring at the car. They were just like staring at it like, fuck are
You
you?
need to
Like,
do something, and I mean quick, and turn around and get on out of town. Like, because I'm telling you, you don't want this massive force coming towards you.
yeah,
That's
they
gonna be a
were just
problem.
like definitely suspicious of it. And they talk to each other. They're so cute. I've never seen random animals so bonded like that. And they're always together. And then
Mhm.
there's the other card where they have this like tiny little fat black pig, and it makes me so happy when I see it
Oh,
because it's
that's
got really
cute.
short legs, but
Okay.
it's fat and like I love it.
But that's good. You know, it seems like as we get older, it's always more simple things that just bring so much joy and pleasure to,
Mm.
our little lives. Don't need a whole bunch of anything, just to be happy. Especially to bring you some type of peace and joy from what's happening all around everybody and everywhere. It's very downtown Julie Brown. And
Oh, wubba wubba wubba.
yeah, like I'm here for it, but we're all here in the same. I guess we're all playing Hunger Games. That's where we're at in districts. Yeah, so we're just like, hey, it's peace, man. It's all good. But yeah, that's cool. I was thinking this gave me a little insight more about you, especially I don't know, I don't remember this Led Zeppelin thing. I'm gonna be thinking about that even as we after we disconnect. Like, oh, yeah.
My favorite Led Zeppelin song is Achilles' Last Stand.
Okay. I'm gonna have
Mhm.
to pull it up and listen to it.
I'll send you a link to the song or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I'm looking at my phone like, yeah, where is it? It's not here yet, Elle. She didn't send it yet. It's like I didn't
No.
get it yet. No, because she hadn't sent it. But yeah. But cool. All right. Well,
Right on.
you know what? We're gonna sign out because
Yeah.
we're gonna save the rest for later. And when you join us again, we're going down the Disney World of
Mhm.
things. You remember that? Remember those little specials that used to come on, everybody, on Sunday nights? It would be
Yeah.
the Magic World of Disney. The feature presentation movie was like always a special treat. But yeah, we're not going to tell you what we're doing.
Bell. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll keep you in suspense. But I'm telling you, it's a goodie, and it's probably one of your favorites too. And it's classic. It's not like old classic, not like Mary Poppins classic, but it's up there. But you'll enjoy it because we really do. And you'll just have to tune in and see what we're talking about for the next show. So again, make sure that you have liked this channel and that you've subscribed. Did you go down and hit the bell at the bottom? Did you subscribe to our channel? I need you to subscribe, okay?
Is that a presidential endorsement?
It's not a presidential endorsement. It's what I say. So I said it because it's nice and I like it here. I like the show. I like what we do here. I like it. You like it too. You hit the bell, and you leave a comment because we like comments. We like them. The only thing I can do to give justice is make fun of them. So hit the bell, ding dong bong. Ding dong bong. But yes, make sure you guys tune in. We will be back. And again, hey, let us know what you're doing. What's keeping you sane? What's keeping you even Steven out here in these streets, in this wonderful world, as where we are in this great old country, United States. You guys, let's stick together and band together and be a better, place. Let's make us great again. Fuck that, let's do the right thing for all of us. So I'm signing out. I'm Kay Renee.
The cupcake.
It's a cupcake, icing never melts and it never gets old. It just stays on top of the cupcake. So it's good. All right, you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.